Hello dear students, welcome back. This is Jocelyn R and today I am going to teach how to convert an active voice into passive voice. Okay dear students, so I am not going very deep into the topic. I am not going to confuse you. I will teach some very basic rules, very simple rules using which you can easily convert an active voice into passive voice. Right? Before going to the topic, let us know what is an active voice and what is a passive voice, okay? A verb is said to be in the active voice when its form shows that the person or thing denoted by the subject does something. A verb is said to be in the active voice when its form shows that the thing or person denoted by the subject does something. It means when the subject does something, it is active voice. When subject is active, when the subject does some work, it is active voice. Look at the screen. Example, Lijo eats banana. Lijo eats banana. This is an active voice. Say Lijo is a subject. Subject does some work here. Lijo eats banana. Subject is acting, right? So it is active voice. Okay, so when subject acts, the sentence is known as active voice. See, what is passive voice? See, a verb is said to be in the passive voice when its form shows that something is done to the person or thing denoted by the subject. When something is done on the subject, it is called passive voice. When something is done by the subject, it is active. When something is done on the subject, it is passive. Look at the screen. The same example, that is Lijo eats banana. I say banana is eaten by Lijo. Both convey same meaning. Whereas the first one is active voice, the second one is passive voice. Because banana, the subject is not doing any work. Some work is done on the banana. Banana is eaten by Lijo. Alright dear students. Okay. So let us know more about active and passive voice with more examples. Look at the board. Gary prepares breakfast. Stalin made the ring. Glory is writing a letter. Chris gave the pen. Look at these four statements. They're all active voice because the subjects are doing work here. Alright, see the first sentence. Gary prepares breakfast. Subject is preparing breakfast. So subject is active. So it is active voice. Now, all the four cases are example for active voice. See the passive voice for them. First one, breakfast is prepared by Gary. The ring was made by Stalin. A letter is being written by Glory. And the pen was given by Chris. So you notice these four statements very carefully. The subject in the active voice has become object in passive voice. And the object in the active voice has become subject in the passive voice. And see the verb. It has taken past participle form. See, prepare has become prepared. Prepared is the past participle of prepares. In the second case, it is made. Made itself is a past participle. Then, see, writing has become written in third case. In the fourth case, gave has become given. So, it is mandatory to use the past participle form of the verb in passive voices. But before that, you see, subject must become object and object must become subject with some changes. If the subject is I, it becomes me. If it is they, it becomes them. Vice versa. If it is they there, it becomes them here. Got the point here? So keep this point in mind. Subject must become object, object must become subject, and the verb must transform into its past participle form. Alright, I've underlined all the past participle forms. It means in passive voice, it is mandatory to use past participle form of the verb. Okay. In this class, I will teach you how to convert an active voice into passive voice in case of simple tenses. You know very well that there are 12 tenses in fact. Not 12 tenses in fact, there are only 3. Past, present and future. In each we have 4 subtenses. Simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense and perfect continuous. So 3, 4 are 12. So it is not necessary to learn the rules to change from active voice to passive voice in all the 12 cases. Okay, in 7 cases it's enough. 7 cases means in case of present simple, present continuous, present perfect, past simple, past continuous, past perfect and future simple. You learn how to change an active voice into passive in these 7 cases. That's enough. Okay. Now, let us learn how to convert an active voice into passive voice in case of simple tenses. Look at the screen. I have taken 6 statements. See, number 1, Bibi attacks Donna. She kicks me. We invite them. Dennis checked the bag. Simon warned them. Sam will eat banana. All these 6 statements are in passive voice or in active voice. They're all examples for simple tenses. First 3 are present simple tenses. 4th and 5th past simple tense, and the last one, 6th one, is the example for future simple tense. So when you convert a simple tense from its active to passive form, it is compulsory for you to use be verbs. Be verbs, auxiliary verbs, be auxiliary. There are 6 forms of be: is, am, are, was, were, and be. Okay, so you have to use be verbs to convert an active voice into passive voice in case of simple tense. Is, am, are must be used in case of present simple tenses. Was and were must be used in case of past tenses, and be in case of future. I'll just explain how. See the first one. Bibi attacks Donna. The passive form of this is Donna is attacked by Bibi. Donna is attacked by Bibi. See, subject has become object, object has become subject, and attacks has become attacked past participle, and we have used is, which is the be verb. See the second one. She kicks me becomes I am kicked by her. See, she becomes her. Subject becomes object. Me becomes I. Okay, object has become subject. Kicks has become kicked. And now I am using am here. In first sentence I used is, and now I am using am. And see the third one. We invite them. They are invited by us. They are invited by us is the passive voice of this. I am using are. See, in first case is, second case am, and third case are. Is, am, are. Be verbs must be used to convert a present simple tense into its passive form. Got the point here, students? See the next 4th one. Dennis checked the bag. The bag was checked by Dennis. He was. It's also be verb, but must be used in past tenses. Okay. Simon warned them. They were warned by Simon. See, was and were. 4th and 5th case, was and were. They are also be verbs, and they must be used only in past simple tenses to convert them into passive form. See, last one, Sam will eat banana becomes banana will be eaten by Sam. I used be here. You once again notice the 6 statements: is, am, are, was, were, be. They're all be verbs, and they must be used to convert a simple tense from its active form to passive form. Alright, please have a very close look at it for a few seconds. Is, am, are, was, were, be. They are be verbs. Okay, they are auxiliary verbs. If you are not thorough with auxiliary verbs, you please watch my video. Already I posted a video on auxiliary verbs. You watch it and come back. Alright, so be verbs. I used be verbs. Is, am, are, was, were, be. First 3 is, am, are must be used in case of present tenses, was, were in case of past tenses, and be in case of future tense. Alright, dear students? Fine. Let's move on. Let us learn how to convert active form to passive form in case of continuous tenses. Alright? See, I convert the same, the sentence I used for simple tenses, I'm converting them into their continuous form. See, Bibi is attacking Donna. So, Bibi attacks Donna is simple tense, Bibi is attacking Donna is it's continuous tense. Okay? Then, she is kicking me. We are inviting them. Dennis was checking the bag. Simon was warning them. These 5 are the examples of continuous tenses. First 3 are present continuous tense, and 4th and 5th are past continuous. I am not using future continuous here. I told you there are 12 tenses in total. You need not learn how to convert them into passive voice. You learn just the rules for 7. That is present case 3, present simple, present continuous, present perfect, past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and future simple. So I have not taken the example of future continuous tense here. Okay, first 3 are present continuous, and next 2 are past continuous. See how to convert them. See, Bibi is attacking Donna, and the passive form of this is Donna is being attacked by Bibi. Donna is being attacked by Bibi. See, the subject has become object, object has become subject, attacking has become attacked, past participle, is the be verb is used, Along with is, we are using being. So what you need to understand is, in case of continuous tenses, you must use being before you write the past participle form of the given verb. Got the point? For attacking, you write being attacked. See next one. She is kicking me. I am being kicked by her. See, I am being kicked by. Before writing kicked, you write being. So what I mean to say it is, in simple tenses we used be verbs. Here in continuous tense, use be verb plus being to convert an active voice into passive voice. See the third one. We are inviting them. They are being invited by us. They are being invited by us. See, being invited. Okay, and depending upon the subject. See, in first case the subject is Donna. I am talking about passive voice. In first case the subject is Donna, so I am using is. Second case it is I, so I am using am. And here it is they, so I am using are. So depending upon the subject, you use is, am, are. But in case of present tenses, use is, am, are to convert that into passive voice. Okay. So in case of continuous tenses, use be verbs plus being. Alright, so the fourth one. Dennis was checking the bag. The bag was being checked by Dennis. I am using was being checked. Be verb as well as being. Okay, then Simon was warning them. They were being warned by Simon. You can see here, were is used, being is used. I am using be verbs as well as being. This is a simple rule for converting a continuous tense from its active form to passive form. Please have a very clear look at the examples displayed on the screen. I am damn sure you will understand the concept. Okay, let's move on. Let us learn how to apply, how to form passive form of perfect tenses. I take only three. I take only two: present perfect tense and past perfect tense. There is no need to go for future perfect tense. I told you already. Okay. See, Bibi has attacked Donna. We have invited them. Dennis has checked the bag. Three examples have been displayed on the board, but the first and second one are the examples for present perfect tense. See, has and have. Has and have are used in present perfect tenses. Okay. And third one, Dennis has checked the Dennis had checked the bag. This is the example for past perfect tense. So in perfect tenses we use have verbs. Along with have verbs, in passive voice we have to use been. B-E-E-N, been. In case of continuous tenses use being. But here in case of perfect tenses use been. See first one. Bibi has attacked Donna becomes Donna has been attacked by Bibi. Donna has been attacked by Bibi. See here, has been attacked. Subject has become object, object has become subject, attack it remains as because it is past participle and has been used as it is, and see the new word been. So it is mandatory to use been in case of perfect tense. So see the second one, we have invited them. They have been invited us. Depending upon the subject you use have and has, but been is compulsory. Okay. Third one, Dennis had checked the bag. It is past perfect tense. There is no option. We don't have options like has and have. Only one option, that is had. So the bag had been checked by Dennis. The bag had been checked by Dennis. That's all. So in case of simple tenses, you use be verbs in the passive forms. In case of continuous tense, be verbs plus being. And in case of perfect tenses, use have verbs plus being. Okay, dear students, I think you might have got the point. Please refer this video very carefully, watch the video very carefully, and try to understand how to convert an active voice into passive voice. In the next class, I will teach you how to convert an active voice containing two objects into passive voice. So in this class I took many examples for active voice, and all the examples contain only one object. But in the next class I will teach you how to convert an active voice into passive voice when two objects are given. Okay, still there are many rules to be learned. Okay, it is not as easy as you people think. Okay, so please stay tuned for next class. I will teach how to convert a sentence containing two objects into passive voice. Got the point here? Take care. Okay, watch video carefully. Try to get a grip on today's topic so that the upcoming topics will be very easy for you. You can learn them easily. Got it? Stay tuned for the next video. Take care. Goodbye.